Hello YouTube, I'm back again. This time I got the Milwaukee M12 stubby, fuel stubby, 3/8, and I got the 2-pack of the 3.0s. The XC 3.0s with the big bottoms. As you see, I'm charging one now. So this is going to be a little... I already unboxed it, so... Now, I only have a tiny little 1.5 hour battery on here that came with my ratchet. This is the friction ring one here. Sockets go on and off nice and easy. I'm in speed 3, full battery. This is 17 millimeter hex, 3-inch lag, no pilot hole. Oh, wow. Now, now that's power. If you've seen that, literally, I just split the whole friggin' wood. I just split the whole wood with the lag bolt. Alright. So I can do that, no problem. Let's see. Now here's, I think this is 17 millimeter too. Nope. This is a 6-inch lag bolt. Okay. Here's a 6-inch lag bolt, and the size right here on the top is 3/4. These are all Makita sockets, impact sockets I'm using, by the way. So this is probably going to split this too. Again, no pilot hole. Let me go a little to the side here. There you go. That split the block too. As you can see though, how far it's coming out the bottom. This little impact driver is a monster. Okay, put that down real quick because that's super hot. Yep, so that's that. That's my new one of my new toys. And there's my tool cart I was saying in my other video I was waiting for. I actually finally got my Husky tool cart. It has the drop down shelf right here. I took a lot of, as you can see, I basically I filled this. I pretty much filled this thing up with a bunch of tools that I use most often anyway. So I put a bunch of ratchets and universal pass-through socket set back there. Got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff up here. And then I got, well, this space is empty right here because I keep my Milwaukee, that ratchet right there. I have my other 3 XC battery charging on that charger. And I think I did a video on this ratchet the other day. But yeah, unfortunately didn't make a video because I was super busy that day. But I did assemble the car. It had one little problem when I got it. Well, there was a couple of little problems. It was actually bent and dented inside of here, but I straightened it out and you can't see it now. It had a little bend in it here because this was shipped. It took like a month to ship it. So they bent it here. I straightened that out. You can't even tell. And then if you look at these rivets right here, I had to drill holes behind to get my screws in because they put these rivets too high in this corner. So as you can see, these ones here are nice and even here. Okay, and these ones here in the back, they put these up like a ½ an inch too high. So the holes didn't line up behind there. Like these holes for these screws are in the same spot back there. So I had to drill holes on the top of the holes that were meant for the screws to fit in because they didn't fit in there. But I got it together and it's looking good. I had to move my saw over. But yep, I got my tool cart finally. I'm happy about that. A month and a half after I ordered it. But anyway, this is the Milwaukee Fuel up to 200 foot-pounds of nut busting torque. It's got drive control on it. It's most compact. It is actually, I have this DeWalt one here. As you guys know, I have the little DeWalt 12 volt, but this one's like, they say this is 200 foot-pounds of torque, but I don't know, I'd give this one about 180. Do I like it? Yeah, it's little, small, and compact, but as you can see, because of the way this is shaped, this one's, even with the socket off of it, you can see, I don't know if you can see, this one's, the stubby's about an inch shorter, the Milwaukee stubby. They're both 12 volt, but this one here, if you see the back of it, motor-wise, this motor is twice the size as the motor in here. Both brushless, of course. This is the fuel, of course. And that battery's almost charged. I have it on. That's the rapid. That's the Milwaukee rapid charger there. So it's charging up that battery pretty quick. The batteries came with like 2 bars of power already. But I'm going to be using this a lot. I wish I had this a couple weeks ago because I did a brake job and I couldn't get this in there. If this was about a quarter of an inch smaller than what it is, I would have been able to get all the caliper bolts out for the brakes, but it was too big. So now I got the stubby, I could get it in. I could get it in those spots. Now that I got something, that's all. Sometimes that's all it takes is something a ½ inch smaller. Something a ½ inch smaller. to get the job done. So you don't gotta wrench everything. Which I don't really mind wrenching everything for the most part, unless I'm trying to get a job done quick. And I had another job to do that day. So I did my friend's sister-in-law's brakes. I actually did the brake job in about a half an hour, because I used the big boy up here that I showed you guys the other day. I used that to take all the lug nuts and heavy bolts off that I could fit that big one into. And now I got the stubby, and I got the ratchet. I showed the unboxing in the other video. I got the ratchet too. So basically I got the three main Milwaukee mechanic tools that I wanted and needed for the longest time. I've been wanting these for a long time, for about a year now. And I finally got the chance to get all. Actually, I got all three of them right this month in July. I got all three of those in July. Of course, I ordered the big Milwaukee fuel. I ordered this one up here, this one up there. I ordered that back in June, middle of June. Actually, yeah, and it came like July 6th, I think, somewhere around there. And I ordered it like June, I want to say June 12th. June 12th or June 13th, I ordered that one, the high torque 1 key. So it came in like 2 weeks. I was happy. And then this one I just got a killer deal on. Like I said, I got the stubby and the 2 3s for $100 from a friend of mine. He actually just brought it over. So somebody I know, a good friend of my friend, buys what do you call it? The pallets of tools. I guess liquidation tools or pallets. So, because I did work for the guy in the past, he just got a hold of me today, and he was like, "Oh, do you need any tools?" I'm actually gonna get the for like $100 next. I'm gonna get the fuel 3/8 ratchet. I'm getting that next. I told him to see if he got one. And I could probably get that with another couple of 3.0. I probably could get it with a couple of 3s. But if I want to try to get the ratchet with the compact 3s. And I got 2 of these 3s now. 2 of the big 3s. So I use mostly these on this, and I'll use the 3s. The bigger 3s I'll use on the fuel ratchet wherever it reaches. But this is an awesome tool. I'd show you more pulling up when I do my next mechanic job, whatever it is, brakes. I do a lot of people's brakes or anything like that. I'll try to remember to make a video, and I'll put up another video of using actually all 3 of these. I'll have a video using the 1 key up there, taking off the lug nuts. Then I'll have this with me, taking off a bunch of other stuff, and I'll use the ratchet that I just showed you. I'll use all that in the next video, plus all my other tools. I'm waiting for this battery to charge. Hopefully this video That battery's up. It's blinking slower. That battery's almost fully charged right now. I could tell by the green light. When it has a steady green light. And it's actually staying steady green for a long time. So that's what I like about the Milwaukee chargers, is you could actually tell by how long that light flashed, that green light right there. You see how long it's staying on steady? It flashes quicker when it's almost fully charged, and it flashes and it stays on longer as it's just about near a full charge. So we'll give it about a minute. I'll say about a minute more and that battery will be fully charged. And then of course I got my other 3 amp hour battery, my 12 volt battery on the little 12 volt. This charger here came with the with this kit with the ratchet. And then I have this one up here on the wall, and I have another one of those in this bag in here somewhere. It's back. It's right here. So I got four Milwaukee. What would I say? Oh, it's almost charged. I thought it was a solid green light, but it's not. But it's getting there. Any second now, that battery will be fully charged. And a lot of people say, oh, some people get the supercharger and the rapid charger confused, okay? The rapid charger you could actually use with all the different batteries. It won't damage the battery. It won't ruin the batteries or damage the batteries. The supercharger, you're only supposed to use a supercharger with like the 6, the 8, and the 12 high output batteries. You're not supposed to use the XC batteries on a rapid charger. Well, that's what people say. I don't know. I don't own one. I haven't tried it, so I can't say yes or no that it'll ruin the batteries. I haven't seen anything on any videos or Milwaukee saying it not to use any other batteries, but a lot of people have said on Facebook, on the Milwaukee pages, that the rapid charger ruined their batteries. Now, I don't know if it's because they beat their batteries up and let them drain out all the way. I always tell everybody, and I always do it, and like I said, I've had this rigid battery right here for 7 years or more. That one right there. And I never let that thing die all the way. And it still takes a charge and it still works. Once my batteries get down to like 2 bars, sometimes I'll let my batteries run down to 1 bar. Not often. Once my batteries get down to 2 bars, and I feel it in the tool. As soon as I feel a power strain in the tool or a loss of power in the tool, I charge my batteries. I mean, you could tell when your tool's starting to, you can feel it in the tool. 2 bars, charge my batteries. My batteries last for, and I got tons of batteries, tons and tons and tons of batteries. As you guys know, I showed you in my other videos, I have tons of batteries for all my tools. So my batteries will last because I have a lot of them, and I don't drain them all the way dead. I never, ever, ever drained any of my power tool batteries past a bar to where my tool totally stopped working and it drained the battery all the way. Never have I done that. And all my batteries have worked flawlessly because of that. People that I know that drain out their batteries all the way, they're the ones that ruin, that a lot of them I see ruin their batteries because they kill their batteries every time they use them till they don't work no more, and then they put them on the charger. That's how you ruin them. I mean, read the manuals, read the instructions that come with your tools, and especially the battery and charger instructions. And if you read it all really good, it'll tell you, don't drain the batteries till they're all the way dead and there's no lights on them, because then there's sometimes not enough charge left in the battery for the charger to recognize the battery and to charge it. It'll tell you your battery's no good. Then you have to actually take another fully charged battery and you take some wires and you jump one battery from the other, kind of like you jump start a car from one battery to the other. And if you could get your battery back up to a bar or 2 bars, jumping it off of another full battery, then stick them on the charger, and sometimes they come back. I learned that trick on YouTube. There's a bunch of guys with videos about that, about batteries and how to jump start them back. So let's see if this is gonna fully charge. I'm sure that battery's fully charged now. There it is, I think. There it is. See what I say? Maybe 2 minutes it took. But that's how well I know this battery. And these are brand new. I never even used these batteries. And I knew about how long it was going to take to charge just from charging all my other batteries. I kind of figured how long it was going to take for this to charge. But as you can see, now that's a fully charged. I can take this battery off of here. Put my, put my ratchet shit away. Put my battery in this bag. And now I will plug. See if this isn't a high output battery neither, but I'm wondering if this battery. Let me get this charger out of the way. Because I'm going to try something now just to see. And I'm just going to do it with one of those lag bolts. Let me flip this wood over this way, and I'm gonna just crush it in my vise. If you can hear that, there we go. See that? I closed. You can barely see the splits in the wood now. I closed it right back up. All right, so let's get this socket off of here. Put the 17 millimeter back on here. And I'm just gonna do a quick test run. You can keep track of the time on the video. I don't have another timer to time this, but I think it's gonna be quite obvious without a timer if this battery is quicker than this battery and more powerful. Let's see. There you go. All the way sunk. So keep track of that timer. Oh, I'm going to switch out these batteries. I'm going to have to probably charge this battery. Yeah, because see what that big lag bolt I drove before, look at that. It took this battery from driving this a couple of times and then driving that big lag and driving this big lag, it took this battery right down to 2 bars. But still, enough charge to see. Okay, now that's a definite, I can tell. And this battery, yeah, this battery only has 2 bars now. Okay, so yeah, the XC 3.0 definitely gives the tool more speed and more power, of course, compared to a 1.5. Alright, I'm going to just rapid charge this one right back up. So yeah, guys, there you go. If you want your, if you do get a stubby. Now, I don't know the difference between this bigger battery here and the compact 3.0. That's like the one I just took off of here. But I'm pretty sure this one gives the tool more speed and more power. Obviously, it's got a lot more, it's got quite a few more cells in there than the compact 3.0. Just like Makita batteries, okay? Makita's 5 amp hour bat. Makita's, here's my Makita's, a bunch of Makita stuff up there. And there's my Makita 5 amp hour battery on that saw. Now this 5 amp hour battery on this saw is the same size as a 3 amp hour battery, height and width, but the 5 amp hour battery from Makita definitely gives your tools more power and more runtime than those 3s that are up there, the big 3s that are up there, and they're the same size batteries. So it does give the tool more runtime and more power. Not all tool brands, larger batteries give the tools more power, but they certainly do give more runtime. Like DeWalt stuff, unless it's the DeWalt Flex Volt batteries, all DeWalt 20 volt batteries, whether they're 1.3 amp hour, 1.5 amp hour, 2 amp hour, 3 amp hour, 6 amp hour, whatever ones DeWalt makes, all those basic DeWalt ones that are not the XCs, they don't give the tools more, they don't really give the tools in DeWalt's line of tools. Them batteries don't give the tools more power, but they do give the tools more runtime, okay? With Makita, they give the tools batteries. With Makita batteries and Milwaukee batteries, they give the tools more power and more runtime, especially the high output Milwaukee's. And I'll always say Milwaukee does have the best battery options for all their tools. They have the most different size batteries, from 1.5s all the way up to 12 amp hours on their tools. 1.5, 12 volt, and I think they got up to 6 on the 12 volts. But yep, that's my new tool for today. And this is gonna go right there in my toolbox. That's where I'm gonna keep that one from now on. So, yep, that's my video, guys. Thanks for watching. My video is about to be 30 minutes. Like, subscribe, share my video if you want to. And I'll see you on the next video. When I get my M12 fuel ratchet, I'll make another video and I'll unbox it. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.